Greetings in the name of Yahuwah and His Son Yahusha HaMashiach. My name is Malak Shalomo. Today is the 12th of October 2023. The time is 9:31. The market just opened. Let's see here. I'm looking at possibly CAM R3 rejection at 44.2150 and a possible golden pivot zone breakdown. This is the golden pivot zone here. So I'm looking at this area right here. The central floor pivot is the blue line, and the purple line right there, that's value area high. So a breakdown, possible retest, or maybe a momentum breakdown to value area low for the short. Let me just pull this up here. All right, so let me show you value area low is at 43.8525, right? So this is value area high at 44.150. So if we get a breakdown there, I want to get a short straight through the yesterday's value area. Let's see here, pull this up. This is yesterday's range, 33 points. So I'm gonna superimpose that from overnight high, and we get into somewhere around Camarilla S3. All right, so let me see if possibly we could get a bounce here at Camarilla S3. So I gotta see what's going on if price gets down to this area, if I'm going short, or if I'll take the rejection buy back up to Camarilla R3 and R4. Right, so that's Camarilla S3 right there. If we get a bounce off that level, yesterday's range is 33 points. I'll take that back up possibly to, this is floor pivot R1. That's Camarilla R3 right there. So let's see what's happening here. Looking at Bookmap, heavy liquidity at 4,400. So it's looking like we might get down to value area high, which is this level here, coinciding with my golden pivot zone. Right, so we're getting the sell-off down to the golden pivot zone. Just bring that across. Right, more in view. Right, the US dollar, which is this blue line right here, that's moving up. So that's looking good for the short. You can see that's the blue line right there moving up. Let's see, I think I have the VIX as well. I need to put the VIX on as well. Right. Okay, the VIX is acting up. Let me just go here real quick. No, not here. Right here. Okay, cool. Right, so the VIX is moving up as well. That's the white line right there that I just added. Let me throw on VWAP. All right, so we just broke the lower deviation band. That's that green line right there on VWAP. Right, so this is establishing the downtrend. We're way below value, the lower deviation band, hitting another second deviation band right here. This is the kind of teal green line right there. This is the top central pivot. That's the first entry into the central pivot range. This is the central pivot. That's the bottom central pivot. So it's looking like we're moving down to that 4,400 level, or possibly getting a little bounce right here. I don't want to take a reversal right here because we could always just pull back down to the 4400 heavy liquidity area, so I'm waiting to see what price does. Or maybe I possibly could get like a Camarilla archery rejection if we push back up and fail. So that would be a lower high compared to these levels here. Make another lower high at Camarilla archery, that would be cool right there. Or maybe a VWAP rejection off the mid. Alright, so the developing volume point of control on Bookmap is, let me see if I could pull that across real quick. Alright, so we have the developing volume point of control pushing down on price. From here, move down. We're now at roughly what, 44.1250. So price is kind of rejected, making a double top right here. But let's see if we get a triple top, maybe back up to that level. And possibly back up to this level here at 44.15. VWAP is at 44.1750. As you can see here, heavy liquidity at 4400, 4405. We got heavy liquidity coming down here to push down on price. That's right here, just above the developing volume point of control. And heavy liquidity up here again at 4420. That's my Camarilla R3 level. So let's see what's going on here. If we break down 4400, then we got some liquidity here at 4390. That's roughly where I want to kind of take profit. I think I want to take profit somewhere at 4385, I think was Camarilla S3. Today I'm not really rushing into any trades because I want to kind of stick to my setups. As you can see from the open, we haven't really moved that much. Let's see here. That's a slow auction at the open at 8.50 points. Right, so that's a slow open right now. So I'm thinking we probably gonna get back to this heavy liquidity area here at 4400. That's actually the monthly floor pivot area right there. Monthly floor pivot, heavy liquidity. That's also in the golden pivot zone. So you know what? I actually have a different hold on one second. Once it includes a bigger time frame level, I call it a golden top zone. So let's see here. This across, bring this down a little bit because this area here is loaded right now. And it's kind of in the same vicinity as the monthly floor pivot, the value area high, and the central pivot for the day. Camarilla S3 is also in this level right here, so I could kind of, let me just extend this. This is a golden top zone right here. So we should get a bounce off of that level. Actually, if we come down to this level, that'll be yesterday's range as well. So VIX is moving up, US dollar still moving up. Right, that's the white line right there, the VIX, and the blue line is the US dollar. So we had a, you could call this like a slight kind of auction right here after the push down. Broke down here, retest on this candle. Right, so auction, breakdown, retest on this candle. Let me take a quick look here at the US dollar chart. Alright, so the US dollar is moving up nicely. Right now what is this here? This is, that's Camarilla S6. So we actually broke above Camarilla S6, and this is floor pivot R2 right here. This next up here is floor pivot R3. So US dollar very bullish. We're moving into the weekly POC area. Let's see if we tested. Oh yeah, so this is the weekly value area low. So we're back in value, last week's value area on the US dollar. And weekly floor pivot is up here at 13162. So if this keeps pushing up here, we're gonna get some selling off. Probably I could get that short from the value area high. So let me go back over there. All right. All right, so we in the zone now. We're trying to attack the heavy liquidity at 4,400. We'll probably get a little bounce here, or if we get a nice little flush through, that's a momentum play to take a short. I wouldn't stay in that long though, because it might get a bounce back. So let's see what's going on here. And down here at, let's see, what is that? 43.9750. That'll be yesterday's range from the high, overnight high. So if we push below that, that'll be a couple points outside of yesterday's range. And this is what here, Camarilla S4 at 43.8650. And this is the value area POC right here. So I'm thinking we're gonna flush through straight down to Camarilla S4 level around value area low as well at 43.8525. If we get a bounce here, then it's back up to Camarilla R3 at 44.2125. So we're looking like we're getting a bounce, but we still left that heavy liquidity at 4,400. I think I want to make sure we take that out before I go long, because it could always just reverse and come back down to that level. So I want to go long off of this, and then we get the reverse, take out the 4,400, and then get the bounce back up to Camarilla R3. All right, we having a little pullback on the VIX here. US dollar is pulling back a little bit, or consolidating, not really pulling back. All right, so wait, hold on. All right, so the VIX pushing up again. US dollar still have a little pullback and a consolidation right there. We should get a movement down here as the VIX moved up. All right, so we're not really pushing through this level, heavy liquidity right there. So we're getting this stalemate right there, just above. Still don't want to go long, seeing some support here at the value area high at 44.0150, but still don't want to go long off of this golden top zone just yet. I want to get down to this monthly floor pivot level. Let's see the support around this level first. Camarilla S3 is in this area as well. This is also the monthly value area low. So this is a very specific level for support area. So let's see if we get that support and we can go long off of that. Still got to take out that liquidity though. Buyers not looking too strong at this level though for any reversal. So kind of I gotta see what happens here when we hit this heavy liquidity though. Trying to think about this short right here to value area low and Camarilla S4. That's looking like it might want to play out. Right now they need a big order to push through that 4400 level. It's looking like they're trying to attack that now. All right, we're almost there. I'm getting some buyers trying to front run the heavy liquidity. And let me just take this off real quick here. That's the initial balance levels. So let me just take that off. That will clear up the vision of what's going on here a little bit. Let me pull across the golden top zone. VIX is still pushing up. US dollar is pushing up. Okay, so we got some momentum heading towards 4400. Now, since Camarilla S3 is around this level as well, I gotta wait now. I can't take this momentum breakdown of value area high just yet. I gotta wait to see what's happening here at Camarilla S3. See if we're getting a long play or is it a breakdown to value area low. So I need like a little pullback here to value area high, show that it doesn't want to break up higher, and then we could short. Okay, we didn't take out the liquidity. Liquidity is still sitting there at 4400. Right, we have a retest here of the value area high and the central pivot zone, central floor pivot. So maybe this is a retest play here for the short down to value area low. Let's see, it's pushing above it. Okay. Again, I don't want to really go long unless we take out this 4400 level. And if from this level here we get a push back up and rejection somewhere around this level here, it's looking like, okay, that'll be the play to, like, let's say we push back up to this level somewhere around here. That'll be the play to come back down to take the liquidity out. So I could probably short somewhere around here if we get like a rejection and come back down to this value area low level. All right, so we're getting a low volume push up right there. All right, this is what I need to see right now. I need to see faster time frame. All right, so I'm gonna take a short here and stop above this level. And we're trying to get back down to 43.85, I think it was. Let's see, 43.90. All right, this is my first attempt here at a short. All right, so what's supposed to happen now is we're supposed to get the breakdown through value area to the heavy liquidity at 4400 and continue down to value area low around 43.85.25 or Camarilla S4 43.86.50. So let's see what's happening here. The VIX is pulling back. That's not a good look for the short. Dollar is still pushing up though, so that's all right. But I need the VIX to be in compliance with that as well, or else the short is kind of, it'll be labored, you know. Right, looking like we're breaking the liquidity now. We're heading down. All right, gotta watch out for Camarilla S3. We're pushing through with momentum. That's good. This is yesterday's range. The bottom here is yesterday's range. So let's see if we're gonna push lower. We have liquidity down here at 43.90. That's the lower pocket area right here. So we got some liquidity in this area, this POC level right here. Gotta watch out for a bounce there. I have a alert set for minor reaccumulation zone. Price should give a shallow, low volume pullback to enter a long position. So gotta be mindful of that. That's off of the daily chart. When you look further to the left, you see like a accumulation where they actually pushed up from that level. So let's see if we get a push through there or we get like some stoppage and maybe a reversal. I'll have to close the trade if it reverses from there too much. All right, we're not getting follow through right now. We had a nice clean retest of Camarilla S3 right there. So it's looking good. Gotta watch out for this this POC area right here. Let's see what it does. All right, the VIX is moving up again. So that's looking good for the short US dollar. The blue line, that's moving up as well. Slight consolidation on the top there for the US dollar. VIX pushing up good though, so let's see. Right, heading down to the POC area. I just trailed one of my stops to 4400 just in case we start getting a bounce off this area here. And I'm gonna leave the other stop right there at 440625 because I'm trying to keep some runners. So I'll take half off at 4400.75 if it comes back there, and then I'll leave the other one. If it hits the stop loss, then it just hits the stop loss. All right, this could be a possible long happening here right now. We're getting some support, climbing back above Camarilla S3. So let's see here. We came back and retest just below 4400, 43. What was that? Let's see here. We came up to 43.99. So let's see if that's gonna hold. If it does hold, I'm going to add to the position here. Right, so just add it to the position right there. Okay, so yesterday's low is 43.7725. So I'm gonna put that as my last target at 43.78. All right, so we're pushing down on the POC level right here. Let's see if we get some momentum to push through or if it want to pull back. We got heavy liquidity at 43.90, which is just above this weekly R1 right here, weekly flow pivot R1, which is right here. So I'm gonna cover some at probably 43.96.75 and break even the rest of this trade here. 43.98 and 99. Alright, price action is pulling back on me here. Looking like it's gonna stop me out. Alright, so I'm out of the trade. Only small profit right there. So let me close this as well. And I'm gonna see if I wanna flip now to the long side. So if we get above Camarilla S3 again here at 43.98, I might probably look to go long because we came down to this POC level, got the rejection, the upper POC, got the support, sorry, and VIX is pulling back a little bit. Let's see if it wants to turn around now. All right, so I'm taking a buy here as we're above Camarilla S3. Let's see. Any signs of weakness now, I'm gonna just stop. I'm gonna close that trade real quick. So let's see, the take profit on this here would be a move back up to Camarilla R3. Let's see, where is Camarilla R3 again? Right. So coming back up to this level right here at Camarilla R3. If it wants to do that, let's see if we get any of that. So VIX pulling back down again, so the reversal is looking like it might happen right now. Let's see if we could push back above this value area high, this lower deviation band on VWAP as well. So that's creating some resistance. We got good volume going in though. And this is also buying here. This is heavy volume on this hammer candle. Started getting buying here at 9.55 as well. So all of this is buying up right here. Let's see if they get the continuation. Let's see, my entry is at 43.9875. Looking like we might pull back to retest that entry. I might add to the position, I'm not sure yet. I don't really want to retest at that level though. I'll be more inclined to close the position. I want to see that buyer strength push above that central pivot area and that value area high at this level right here. And above the lower deviation band. Alright, let me check some out here real quick on the faster time frame. No, didn't want to do that. Alright, this is my 15-second chart. We have this auction right here. Let's see if it's weakness or if it's gonna break up or push up, sorry. I don't know, to me it's looking a little weak. Alright, so I took another entry right there at what was that? My average now is 4,400. So hoping to get that push up right now. We're looking like we're getting some momentum to the upside. Let's see if it continues. Alright, so we just peaked above the lower deviation band there, the green line. We got heavy liquidity at 44.05. So up here at 44.05. All right, VWAP on the mid is at 44.12. Yesterday's close 44.975. All right, so I'm gonna trail one of my stops now. Trail my stop up to, just took a partial here at 44.04. Gonna break even the rest. Well, roughly break even at 44.02. And just kind of try and let that ride right now. And let me just show you that real quick. All right, so took some partials there. Got two more left at 44.1875. Actually, I want to move that up to 44.20. See, let's see what other levels I have here. All right, Camarilla R3 at 44.2125, and then Camarilla R4 44.33. All right, so this one is way up at 44.38. Put that at 44.33. Let's do 32.50. If not, and it pulls back down, then it's gonna kind of break even right here. I already got a decent profit though. Nothing too crazy, but I'm good with this trading I did today. This was good trading on from my point of view anyway. I executed all the things that I wanted to do, and I had proper reasons and good probabilities to execute these trades. If this comes back down now to 44.2 and stops me out, that's cool. Not really gonna touch this trade anymore though. Just gonna let it play out. VIX is still pulling down. Hopefully it doesn't come back to 44.2 and stop me out. And it's looking good so far. And just for good measure, let me put 44.2 right here on the stop. And let's just ride. Let's just see what it does. We got good volume too, so it's looking cool. It's looking like a good trade. VIX is pulling down nice. US dollar still up there, but still pulling back a little bit. So if I see too much weakness here, I don't think I'm gonna let it ride back to, let's see. You know what? Let me leave my hands off. If it hits the stop, then it hits the stop. Let me just leave it like that. Because I'm really trying to get back up to Camarilla R3, so let me not stop out prematurely. I just don't really like giving back, but I gotta let something ride. Let's look at Bookmap here. Since we're not gonna touch that trade anymore, let's look at Bookmap and read the play. So we have this auction going on here at the top. Let's see. Right, so this nice little auction area here. We had two tests, testing the bottom here to see if there's any interest for sellers. Now this is a triple test right there of the auction low of that area. Okay, so now we're breaking down and probably got stopped out. So yeah, that was my trade for today. That was my trade for today. I could probably consider going back short, but I think I'm good with that. Could be another long opportunity here, bouncing off this lower deviation band, value area high, low volume so far on the pullback. Developing volume point of control, just move down to that area on Bookmap. Right, so price has to make a decision here anytime for the developing volume point of control, which is that yellow line. When it moves down on price like that, it's either it pushes down or price fights against it and moves back up. Right, so let's see what it does here. I might consider taking another small position. Maybe go back to the original short. Heavy liquidity is still down there at 43.90. So this is still a value area high breakdown potential trade if the buyers are exhausted right now. Right, they're still coming in though. All right, we're getting a little push up above the developing value, well, the developing POC. All right, we're getting the buyers coming in there. Back up into the auction area. Now it has to, now this it's supposed to invalidate the short, right? Once we get that breakdown, come back into this auction area here, we're supposed to get a continuation. Let's see how much points is that. 44.1 to 44.3, only 2 points. So maybe a retest here to go long. All right, let's see. Might take a small size long again. Nah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Let's see what it does at 44.2. If we retest 44.2, the developing VPOC right there gets another support from that area, I may possibly go long. Probably just have like a 2-point stop back at 4400. So maybe try and go long at 44.2 or just above there at 44.3. So you see that's the developing volume point of control right there. You see how that line moved down, came back down, lower deviation band is right there as well. VIX is still pushing down, so that's looking bullish. See, that's the VIX. This white line right here is the VIX. US dollar kind of still pushing up, so that's conflicting. That's why you're not really getting that bullish run up just yet. This US dollar now has to follow the VIX trajectory and move lower. Let me just take a look at some real quick. Look at the US dollar chart. All right, so to me that's looking it's looking like it might continue to the upside. We had this weekly upper POC level here. This is a value area from last week, so It's looking like it's getting support. This is first sign of weakness, this shooting star candle right here. So maybe it's gonna auction here and probably move lower. So let's see what it does in this auction right here. Do I have alerts for this? Yeah. All right. Go to the faster time frame. Right, so they're extending this auction right here in this area. Right now the auction is leaning towards the downside. We got the developing puck moving up on price, pushing up price again. So gonna take a little long right here, small position, and see what it do. Stop is at 44. Let's see, 4,400. Yeah, that's cool. And just probably get back to like 44,1950. That's around Camarilla R3 right there at 44.21. So maybe 44.20.75. All right, let's see if we could get that buy momentum pushing up. We're about to break the auction high right here. If it feels at that level too much, I might not want to stay in this. All right, getting some rejection here at the auction high. Need some support right here at this developing VPOC at 44.05, 44.4, 50. I think it's looking good for a push-up. So that'll be Camarilla S3 play back up to Camarilla R3. See, that's Camarilla S3 right there. And Camarilla R3 is up here. Still showing a little weakness here. All right, getting a little bounce off the developing puck. If we lose that, then I probably want to close this. If we break below 44.2, then I think that's when I'll close it. So giving back a little bit here. Let's see. All right, we're getting some support. All right, so I'm gonna add to my position right here. It's roughly added to it where I first entered. So Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we can break the auction high right there. The high is 44.07, 25 on this little auction right here. Let's see if we can push up. If we push up, next resistance 44.975, VWAP at 44.11. Still getting a little rejection here at the auction high. Alright, we need some buyers to come in here. We need some initiative players to come in at this level. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna just close this trade. I think I'm good. Oh man, as soon as I close it. But anyway, yeah, I'm good for today. Kind of tired, man, so I want to take a little break. All right, so that was my trade today. This is what I ended up with. Small profit on the day, nothing too big. Could have held that as soon as I closed it. It popped up. Probably gonna head back up there, but I'm good on the trade right now. All right, y'all, it's Malak Shalomo. Hope y'all enjoyed the live trading, and y'all stay blessed.